Okay. I hope you hear me.
Yes. I see the YouTube is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. I've made myself push to talk, so I'll have to remember about it on YouTube. Okay.
All right. Are we ready, Marcin?
I think so. Wait a second. I want to check something else.
There's no really sound in the game.
Isn't there like some music, some chill, relaxing tunes or something like that?
I think it's good. There's no sound in no music. We can add it later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we can start, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll disable push to talk. Wait a second.
Yeah. Okay. So first, hello everyone. My name is Mirek, and my co-host is Marcin. We are Guns and Gonzos creators. Guns and Gonzos is a Renaissance, explosive Renaissance. It's a skirmish game of explosive Renaissance. That's the kicker. It's a game we're gonna demo to you today using the tabletop simulator. What you see now, you can download yourself for free on Steam. The link is in the description of the video. So you can play the same game we're playing today with the rules that are also available on our website, gunsandgonzos.com. So what you're gonna see today is us playing me against Marcin in the scenario in the book called Gunpowder Run. Idea is that in the world of Guns and Gonzos, where everybody is there are gunsmiths creating amazing guns and gonzos and competing for the attention of the queen. Some apprentices that were supposed to buy gunpowder spend the money on mustache wax, which was of really low quality. So the gunsmiths have no choice rather than to get some gunpowder from a local deposit, and this is what those two crews are going to be fighting over. Over to you, Marcin. Anything to add from your side before we start the game?
Not much. Well, the rules will be on the website. I will be updating them today. We will be skipping 2 versions basically, but 2 new updates are fairly minor. Mostly, like and another additional rule explanations and so. Oh, I've been kicked from the game for whatever reason. That's nice. Mirek, can you hear me? Mirek?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I think we lost you.
Yeah, I've been kicked from the game for whatever reason.
All right, maybe from because you were. I think you were just inactive. Oh, maybe. Oh, weird. That was also inactive. Ugh. All right, let's just restart. Okay, this is Tabletop Simulator's fault. Okay, again, let's do it again.
So yeah, I just wanted to add that there will be new rules coming to the website right after this live stream. So the 0.1.3, that's basically the third version of the current beta test.
Awesome. I cannot invite you for some reason. Oh, I can. Okay, that's interesting because I uploaded 0.1.2 today. So I'm curious what's going to be in 0.1.3.
Oh no, there's like I've added the other weapon and edited a few visual things, just so to say.
Okay, cool. So I think it's enough for the intro, and let's start playing. I would say once you join. Yes, there you are.
Okay, so
right.
Yeah, let's start right away. And which side do we want to play as?
Yeah, I'm happy to play as the goblins.
Okay.
That is those people, those on the bottom right with the purple and yellow dice. These are the hobgoblins. So I'm happy to play
the Kochgoblins of Flammenberg, right?
Yeah. The faction, there are no factions in this game, though both groups are functionally the same.
Well, wait. There are factions in this game, but not in like the basic version that we'll be playing tonight, right?
No, not tonight. Yeah. But both groups just carry different equipment, different weapons. That is.
Yeah, and I'm playing the skeletons. We've changed the name so many times. I don't remember anymore. Is it Wolonian or Wallachian?
Grand Ossuary of Wolonia.
Wolonian, yeah. Grand Ossuary of Wolonia. So Wolonian skeletons, basically not Italians drinking coffee from a coffee machine and doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, I think for the sake of time, I would just say we're gonna start playing and explaining what we do
as we go. Yeah, definitely. Do we want to drop the link to the live stream somewhere else? Wait a second. So maybe just start doing it, and I will drop the link somewhere else, right?
Okay. So while Marcin is dropping the link, I'm just gonna explain the overarching goal of this scenario is to get those red barrels with your crew members outside of the board, or have them carrying at the end of the game, because these are the barrels of gunpowder. You can also
Hello,
Marcin?
Yeah,
you keep on dropping.
Yeah, it's this time it was a classic mistake of mine of just closing Discord instead of minimizing it. Yeah,
right.
It's just regular stupidity. So we want to get the barrels, right?
Get the barrels. That's the goal. So I would say, without further ado, let's start the game. It's round 1, and we're gonna move to the right side of the board. So the game starts with a roll-off, or using a d6 or any dice really. So you have Marcin has a 6 and I have a 3. So Marcin starts the deployment.
So the deployment works. The deployment is something that we're very proud of. It's something that we work quite a bit on, and you basically choose a point anywhere on the map. Just for the sake of argument, let's go over here. I don't think this is the most optimal place, but I think it will be fun. And what you do now is take one of your dice, one of your d12. So the game is basically a d12 based system. And then you roll it. So what happens now is this d12 shows you the direction and the distance that you will deploy from.
Actually, I'm going to interrupt. Why does it happen? Because what does it simulate?
True.
What does it simulate?
So basically, the way that our crews start a match, is to climb into a giant cannon, armata, and they shoot from their home base to the game field. This is the deployment via armata, and they explode onto the game board and scatter in random directions from the point that they aimed at. So basically, with the dice, you put your where you're aiming, right, and then you scatter your guys around from it.
So you rolled a d12, and you rolled a 5 that is pointing in this direction. What does it mean?
So now we will take my apprentice skeleton, which is
any miniature.
Yeah, basically any miniature. Yeah, but in this case, I'm taking my apprentice, and we will be putting them 3 inches away. No, not from this die, from the other die.
From this die.
Yeah. So basically, on the ledge or down?
On the ledge or down, up to you.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why did you put them here?
You round you half the number and round it down, right? So basically, it's like a halved d12. So out of 5, we get 2.5 rounded up, so 3.
Yep. So this is the distance, and why in this direction?
Oh yeah, the the face point of the die, right? So you see on the D12 makes a nice little pentagon, right? Like a star, and it has this direction, right? This point above basically above the number, so it's pointing into this direction. So this is how we do our scatter rolls. Basically, you take a die, a D12, roll it, and wherever the D12 is pointing towards is your scatter direction.
Perfect. So yeah, keep on shooting the rest of your crew members.
Hover
and press R. Hover.
Oh yeah, not hold, just hover, right? Yeah.
R, yeah. Okay, and that's 11.
Okay, that's 11. Will it be even in bounds?
So that is 11. You counted, yeah. So that is 6 inches.
6 inches. Yeah, it will be in bounds.
Yeah, so here.
Let's.
So the D12 is pointing this direction, and it's 6 inches because it's 11 divided by half and rounded up, which is 5.5. Rounded up becomes 6.
It's essentially the same as if you'd be rolling a D3, right? If you take a D6 and want to roll a D3, you have the D6. So it's the same, but applied to a D12.
Yeah. Okay. This one.
Okay, so on the last roll, 4. So 2 inches into
somewhere
this
here.
Direction.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for pointing it.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, that's the problem with this map.
pick it up and then press
right click.
Simultaneously right and left, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So this was my deployment, basically. My 3 miniatures, right? So each crew has 3 miniatures, a gunsmith, an apprentice, and a porter. And that's how you do your deployment. So my deployment is ready.
So now the second player, that is me, does the same thing that Marcin did. As is I deploy. I'm going to go center. So as you can see in Guns and Gonzos, you don't have deployment zones. You deploy basically anywhere on the map semi-randomly. So I put my deployment point, the D6, and now I'm going to roll a D12 to determine the scatter and the distance. So that's going to be 9, which is basically 5 inches, roughly this direction, which means kind of here, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
So I'm going to use my porter, which is this guy with its 500. Porters are melee specialists. They only have melee weapons.
Well, I'm technically
have any weapon.
Yeah, technically you can equip anyone with any weapon, but if you look at the stats, we have cunning, we have brawn, and here we have mustache. Mustache is basically your life points. Basically, in this game, you don't kill each other; you just cut or shoot your mustache off, and that's when you're a go avance. So if you've lost your mustache, you run away in shame. Right, brawn is your melee stat, cunning is your range stat. They are also used from some other scenario-specific things, right? But basically, brawn is melee, cunning is range. And as you see, the porter is much better at brawn than at cunning.
Correcto, mundo. So I am finishing my deployment. So my apprentice and gunsmith are actually nearby. And so the deployment is done once in the game, and we're going to have redeployment, but that's going to come later. So with that, we're actually ready to start turn
at the point of deployment right now. Maybe it would be right to say if you deploy outside of the game board, outside of bounds, so to say, you just roll again. So you keep rolling until you're all inside of the game board.
Yeah, correct. So we're ready to start round 1. There are 4 rounds in the game. And once again, to repeat, the objective is for our miniatures to take those barrels and either take them out of the battlefield or carry them by the end of round 4. And those 3 red barrels are finite. They're just actually barrels, but you can get any number of barrels from the barrel well in the middle. Like, stop doing this. unless you can remove them. That is. Now you don't know how to remove them.
I can't. You have to do
it. See, right. So, would you do me the pleasure of actually explaining our initiative?
Yes, of course. The initiative, because the game is so random, we also wanted to make some random initiative so that you don't know what's coming next. So we shuffle a deck of cards. Each card has a name of one of the characters on it, and that's how we determine the initiative. So basically, after each round, you shuffle the deck, and how do you flip it? Oh yeah, and check who's who. So player 2, apprentice. So this would be Mirek's apprentice because you deployed second, so you're player 2.
Exactly. And now, I must activate this miniature and only this miniature. There's no, I can theoretically pass, but usually you don't do it. And so let's do and find my apprentice.
How does an activation look like? What do you do?
Right, so activation for every miniature is 2 actions. Sometimes you can get more, but we're gonna get to that later. And the actions are you can repeat any 2 actions. That is, you can do a movement action, you can fire, you can attack in melee, you can pick up objectives, you can climb, you can jump. I think we're gonna explain those actions while we do them.
Yeah, basically. I think so. Basically, there's a long list of different actions that you can make, and they're all listed in the rule book, right? So best just check there, and yeah.
Right. So my apprentice is armed with grenades, and obviously I should play the objective, right? I should, but there's like a juicy target over here.
Yeah, that's true.
2 of your miniatures, and you are 9 inches from me, so this means I need to move up to throw a grenade at you, which I'm gonna. So I'm gonna move.
So just to look over the stats of grenades. We have, so of the apprentice in general, he has a cunning of +2. So basically, he gets a +2 to his to their throwing roll or shooting roll.
Don't resist, Marcin.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the people on Discord. I'm muting myself on YouTube, hopefully. But yeah, Discord. Sorry. So basically, grenades have 6 inches of range. They do 2 damage. They are explosive with a small template. RS is for round and small template. We're using templates in the game, but they're also quite easily just done with a ruler, so you don't need the templates per se. With explosive, there comes another few quirks of rules, but I think it's kind of obvious what they do. It's an area of attack or area of effect attack. And kick basically means that grenades have a bigger range for recoil, which we'll be talk soon about.
Sure. Thanks, Marcin. So coming back to my apprentice, so I have moved, and movement is one of the common actions you do. Every miniature in our game moves 6 inches. So for one movement action, you can move 6 inches. You can do other stuff, but they're not important. I moved up 4.5 inches. So this is one of my actions that done. And now this goblin, as you can even see the hobgoblin, he actually has grenades on him. And he is gonna do an action called fire with grenades. I can either select a point. This is 6 inches. It's here, right? That's the whole idea. So with explosive weapons, you can either target the model or you can target the point, which I did. I'm targeting a point. Just move it to be more rules as written. And I put this point here because this is where I'm throwing this grenade. This is where it's gonna hopefully explode. And the grenade is a template weapon, so if it hits, it's gonna hit everybody within 2-inch radius. So both of the skeletons. So let's see how shooting roll looks like in our game. So I'm gonna pick up 2 dice in the middle of the board so you can see. And the magenta die is gonna be my cunning die, let's say. Cunning roll.
You're shooting
so
roll,
in order, you shoot my shooting die, yeah, exactly. And to shoot, to do a test for shooting, you need to roll a d12 and hit the target value of 8, adding or subtracting your cunning. So target value of 8 is basically every test in our game. So this apprentice has a cunning of 2. So if I need to hit an 8 or more, I need to actually hit a 6 or more because I'm adding the 2 points of my cunning. So that's quite right. I need a 6 or more to hit. However, there's in every shooting weapon and in some melee weapons, there's also recoil roll, which basically simulates a recoil from a weapon. And if you recoil, you are pushed back either 3 or 6 inches. Grenades have a special rule called kick. So when they can recoil more often because you're throwing this grenade, they can throw you back. So without further ado, I'm going to roll 2 of those dice. I'm hoping for a 6 on the magenta and for something else on the yellow die. Let's roll. Actually, 6 would be good. Right. So actually, this is an amazing roll because I not only hit you on the magenta, but also I didn't get the recoil. So the grenade explodes over here. I'm going to remove my dice because now there's a decision for Marcin to make.
Yeah, so instead of, or maybe on top of basically instead of having like saves, armor saves, we do dives. We still have cover, but I'm not really in cover. I don't think so.
No.
Maybe you should have like talked before what counts as cover, what doesn't. But I don't think we have any
later.
But I mean we don't have any buildings that you can enter on this map, right? So. So essentially there wouldn't be any like areas of cover, right? So it's just basic cover rules. But it wouldn't apply with the grenade and one way or the other. Anyway, I can perform a dive. Basically, I can try to just jump out of the range of the grenade, but it would mean that if I fail, the distance that I cover, that I'm thrown away, will be much more than usual, right?
And maybe that's from the range. You can try to avoid the damage of the grenade.
Yes, of course. I maybe should have started with it, right? Just to start, avoid try and
that's
avoid
what the dives do.
Yeah. The dives try to avoid the damage, but they also move you around, right? So you basically jump to the side, right? Had it been just a regular shooting roll, I would just roll to the side. But with explosions, you basically add the distance to whatever distance you would cover from the explosions, right? So with the explosion. Right now, I would be pushed 6 inches back to the back. So basically, somewhere around these crates for my porter. And I've been disconnected.
Yes, again.
I don't know why.
Right, it happens. Maybe it's also worth not saying. Oh, what is happening? Today is not the day.
Yeah, apparently.
Not sure if this. Wait, there's an autosave, but I think. Wait. Okay, it looks like our game.
Have you also been kicked
yes.
from?
Yeah.
Okay.
But fortunately, the game autosaved. Really, it did.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I need to, check the quick saves.
Wait a second. But I haven't been kicked. I haven't been kicked from the stream or anything like that. So it's. I don't think
only
it's
from this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like internet problems.
No. Okay. So coming back, you were hit by a. Yes. Possibly hit by an explosion. You may die or not. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I will be one way or the other. I will have to move back at least 6 inches on both of my guys, right? So on my apprentice, I would land over here behind the crates, measuring from the point of explosion, basically, right? So there where the dice stands is like my reference point, and for my apprentice, it would be 6 inches over here. So on the edge of the ledge, basically.
The explosion is pushing them away, directly away from the point. That's what may happen.
With the with the dive, I keep forgetting because it's a fairly new ruling. Basically, is it 3 inches or is it 6 inches that we add on? I think 3 inches.
Okay, with the dive and explosion is 3 if you successfully dive, but it's 3 plus 6 if you unsuccessfully dive against an explosion.
So, wait a second. So
the biggest question is, do you dive or not?
You kept asking this question, you keep asking this question. It's a very difficult question.
You may succeed, and then we're not gonna have this conversation.
Well, first of all, I won't be. So with my partner, I won't be doing any diving.
Any diving? All right.
They will just land behind the crate. So what happens now, right? We resolve the explosions one after the other, starting with the porter, basically because we said so. We generally want you to just talk about the game during the game and not stress too much. So as the first thing, let's move them back here. And now we have to analyze a little bit what has happened. First of all, they got hit by the explosion, so they get 2 damage already.
Correct.
And then, because of them being exploded, which counts as involuntary movement, they move through some terrain. It doesn't impede them, but it does deal damage. Basically, you get dealt damage, 1 point of damage, of mustache damage for each level that you cross and each obstacle that you cross.
You mean each level you fall from?
Yeah. Or fall up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. or fall. Yeah, you change of elevation.
Change of elevation, exactly. We didn't talk about it, but we abstract elevation a little bit in our game, so we don't talk in like inches or something, but stories or levels, right? So basically, this piece of terrain would be 1 level, and the piece of terrain on the left would be 2 levels, so 2 stories. Each story counts as 2 inches for all intents and purposes, independently of how big it actually is. So I've fallen back 6 inches, gotten 2 points of damage from the explosion, then 1 point of damage from falling down, and another one from falling through the crates. So my skeleton porter gets 4 points of damage total, landing at 8.
I already said that. Yeah, we use the counters. All right. So they exploded, got pushed away, and they are somewhere there. So what happens now?
So with my second guy, with my apprentice, I will try to dive. So again, I need an 8.
Wait, could you move the die closer to the miniature? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait a second, but doesn't...
I don't think we described diving. Or you want to do this now, right?
Well, I tried to describe diving, but I got caught up in the explosion stuff and so on.
It's okay. Let's just start like shortly what diving is.
So again, when you dive, you jump out of way of harm, of explosions, of being shot at, and usually it's a 3-inch move into a random direction that is also determined by a scatter roll. And during the scatter roll, you also do the actual cover or dive roll. Basically, it's a cover roll. So on an 8+, you don't get any damage, right? So in this...
but you must move. You always move with the dive.
You always move with the dive. In regular dive, it's 3 inches. And in the explosive dive, so to say, it's basically 9 inches, right? So 3 inches from the dive and 6 inches from the explosion.
If you fail it.
I thought this was one way or the other.
No. So imagine you are diving from the explosion and you successfully dove out of the way. So you roll 8 or up, and that way you just move 3 inches. But if you unsuccessfully dived, so you roll like 1 to 7, then it means you are moved. The explosion catches you, and also you were already jumping, so it becomes 9 inches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If the model dives against an explosion but fails the cover roll, extend the dive by 6 inches. Yeah, right.
Hence, that's why.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be make not that much sense to dive against the
Yeah.
explosions.
I've been
Okay.
struggling, as you can see. I've been struggling with our own rules. No,
okay. It
it's very new, and we've been discussing about it, how to handle dives in explosions. But yeah, okay. So let's do the dive roll with my apprentice skeleton. So let's do it right now. And we get
So what happens?
10.
Mm-hmm.
A 10 is a successful cover roll, right? So I don't get any damage from the explosion. And because it's a successful dive on explosion, right, I only move 3 inches. So basically to here. So.
Okay, and why do you move this direction exactly?
Because of the direction on the die. Yeah, it's the same as with the deployment, where the point points to is my direction that I scatter to.
Right, and you take no damage because you dove out of the way of the exploding grenade. Perfecto. So I'm gonna take. Believe it or not, it's still my turn. I mean, it's basically just to sum up what happened. I moved my apprentice for 1 action, and the second action was me throwing this grenade. Grenade hit, exploded the porter that got moved. However, the apprentice dove out of the way of the explosion, emerged unscathed, and it's still looking at me, looking pretty. So that is end of the activation of the Hobgoblin apprentice. Let's move back to the deck of cards. Let's see. Yeah, on top. Yeah. Oh, this should not be here. Ignore. I prepared this, but we had to. Right. Player to gunsmith. Okay, so that's me again. And yeah. So this can happen in Guns and Gonzos, obviously. That there's gonna be a couple of activations in a row. Right. So my gunsmith is here, and my gunsmith is armed with a matchlock, which is a kind of damaging, shooty weapon. However, I'm gonna try to play the objective a bit, and let's see. So let's see how climbing works in Guns and Gonzos. So my gunsmith is close to a 2-story piece of terrain. So in Guns and Gonzos, climbing a story costs, let's say, in quotes, a miniature 2 inches. So my 10 inches of their movement. So my gunsmith is like 1.5 inches, let's say 2 inches from the edge of this terrain piece. So he can move next to it. And then, as I mentioned, the terrain piece is 2-story high. So he can use 4 inches of remaining movement to get on top. Which brings him really nicely next to the barrel. And in this scenario, if you are within 1 inch of a barrel, you can pick it up using a tinker action. Tinker action is another kind of action, which is basically interacting with the objective. So he's gonna spend his second action on tinkering with the barrel, pick it up, and I'm moving the barrel onto the gunsmith's character card, indicating that they are carrying the barrel. And that is the gunsmith activation done. Let's move to the deck of cards.
Did we take it? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So now
let's play one gunsmith.
Yeah.
Finally, Marcin.
So my gunsmith standing over here behind the barrels, fairly far away. What does my gunsmith has again? He has a hand rocket. Oh,
hand rocket.
You
do the movement, and I'm gonna explain what the hand rocket is. Right? I can do this.
I'm thinking if I want to do something cheeky.
Okay, so a hand rocket is a weapon that deals no damage, interestingly enough. It has a long range of 12 inches, and it is an explosive weapon that has a large template, so a circle of 3-inch radius. Think about some possible applications of those characteristics. Probably there's gonna be some cheeky movements on Marcin's part.
Yeah, I'm thinking what kind of cheeky movements I want to do.
Remember, you can also target your own models in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking, do I want to present rocket jumps or redeployment?
I mean, up to you.
Oh, let's do rocket jumps. I'm really proud of the rocket jumps because I wanted to implement them as a separate mechanic, but they kind of just happened.
Yeah. Okay,
So yeah. What I'm going to do with my gunsmith is to try and shoot at my own feet, more or less, right? So basically, by shooting basically over here with my hand rocket, which doesn't do any damage, I can push myself into this direction 6 inches, which normally would be basically the same as walking, right? But in this case, I would be also shooting at my porter and also bringing them into a more advantageous position. I think they would land on top of the bridge, right? Yeah, I think so.
Not really. I mean, depends.
I don't know how it looks from your perspective, but for me, they're like here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking because there's like nothing. There's no wall for them to tumble through. You know.
I know. I see what you mean.
Because in Guns and Gonzos, there's imagine Looney Tunes. So if somebody, they would roll under the bridge, but if there's like some wall or some crate, they would just keep on tumbling through. So I would say not really.
I mean, I always picture in like like a parabola running over the top.
Yeah, I know, like kicking a ball with, but I don't, not in this case, I think.
I'm not sure. We'll have to check what we've written in the rules.
Sure.
That's always a problem of trying to play, what you think your game is, and instead of what your game actually is. But at this moment, let's just do it your way. I don't really care one way or another. So basically I will try to rocket jump. It's somewhat risky because I can still miss and then nothing happens, right? But I have fairly good chances with my gunsmith. They are quite good at shooting with a +3 to their roll.
Okay.
So yeah.
So maybe explain once again, just for the record, how the shooting works, and then we're gonna.
So I have the yellow recoil die. There we want to have anything other than 1 to 2 or 11 or 12, which are our recoil, small recoil and big recoil. And on the blue die, which here is my shooting roll, we want to have an 8 or better, with the gunsmith giving themselves a +3 to the cunning roll. So effectively I want to have a 6 or a 5, even a 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay, go for it. Okay.
It's a hit, no recoil, very nice.
Because the recoil would be in this example on a 1, 2, or 11, 12.
Yeah. And measure again, just as with the with the regular grenade, right? You measure as a reference point from your. Is it point of explosion? I think we called it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And 6
It'll be somewhere under the bridge. Yeah. Remember to just move the miniature slowly under the bridge, and it's gonna fit. Just slowly. The secrets of a bit more of Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, it's fine. or is it?
He's having a lie down. Oh shit.
Move it slowly, then it's gonna understand. Yeah.
Fuck.
Just with the left, and slowly. Just left and slowly.
My God.
I need to change this. Maybe those bridges are not such a good idea for this map. Right.
Maybe it's better if they land on top of the bridges,
Okay. Spent so much time designing them in Blender. Designing. Okay, fine. Leave him.
Okay. Whew. Done.
But what happened? There were some crates on the way.
True. There were crates on the way. So I get the damage to my apprentice, to my gunsmith.
You crash through obstacles, and for every crash, you take 1 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
1 mustache damage. So that was the gunsmith, by the way.
Yeah, this was a gunsmith. I mean, and my apprentice, my porter, I mean, they will also, the base will
also gonna
definitely cross through the crates. Oh, again with the again with the bridge. Wait a second.
Let's put them here. I think it's fine.
Yeah, roughly, more or less.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I wanted to be more perfect than you. Yeah. Okay, now.
So you need to. Okay, and also 1 damage for crashing through the crates.
Yeah. On the porter, which already was damaged.
Okay.
So now I have a second activation and
Second action.
Second action within my activation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else do I want to do? I think I have 12 inches range with the rocket. Yeah.
Correct.
Could I? Yeah, technically.
You don't see the. You need to see the point of explosion. You can hit the edge of the terrain that you can see.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm not sure. No. I think the giant crate obstructs it. I don't see nothing. In this case,
you could also fit here or something.
No, I think I will try to play the objective a little bit.
No.
Yes. So, how far am I? Is it like an inch? Yeah. So I move 1 inch to the terrain, then climb, which counts as 2 inches. So I've made 3 inches of move. And then how far am I? Yeah, I can move to the barrel or next to the barrel.
Okay, yeah.
Basically blocking.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Okay, that is the activation of the guns we've done. Let's move to the next. Let's see what's going to happen next. Play to porter. So that is my porter, and it's going to be my last activation in this round. My porter is in the middle. He's armed with a pitchfork. Pitchfork is a weapon that you can fight with normally, and you can also toss enemy models that is moving them. I think it's within 3 inches. You can move them anywhere. What's this porter gonna do? You know what? I think I'm playing the objective, so I think the porter is feeling lucky. So he sees the enemy porter, the opponent porter. So what he's gonna do? He's too far away for a movement in order to get into close combat.
I mean, you can.
What could we do?
Yeah.
What could we do?
I mean, technically he isn't. I mean.
No. What do you mean?
There is you don't have to be in the base to base call. Maybe this is something we should have said before, right? You need 1 inch range.
Yeah. Okay. So in order to get into close combat, any miniature can find in close combat, you need to be within 1 inch. So technically he is within 1 inch. He can move, but I want to show Avanti. So basically I could move normally and then fight, but miniatures equipped with melee weapons, dedicated melee weapons like Zweihanders or pitchforks or rapiers, can also do an action called Avanti, which I'm going to show now. So this porter is gonna. You know what? You gave me an idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because you'll need to spend 2 for climbing.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna move up a bit. Here. So this is my 1 movement action.
And just for the sake of argument, do an Avanti.
I'm gonna do an Avanti, and Avanti is a 3-inch movement plus a melee attack. You can do this. You have to be within 1 inch of an opponent. So I'm within 2 inches. So I'm gonna do Avanti. This means in Italian, Avanti means forward. So I'm attacking this wretched skeleton with my pitchfork. So I Avanti'd there, which is a movement and a melee attack.
Basically a charge.
A charge, yeah. So melee weapons, you do a close combat roll using a Browning statistics. You don't do recoil unless you have some other. The special weapon has a recoil. I need to roll a d12, hitting an 8 or more, adding my brawn roll. The porter has a brawl of 2, so I need to roll a 6 or more. So I'm going to attack you with my pitchfork. Do this. And I succeed.
Nice.
So what happens now? You take 4 damage, actually.
Yeah.
Not bad. And you are pushed 3 inches away, because close combat weapons miniatures are tumbling, they are fighting, they are grappling, and there's also some movements. They are pushed 3 inches away, directly away from my Hobgoblin. Which pretty sure is gonna take you somewhere else.
Yeah, wait a second. 4 inches, 4 damage points. Oh my god.
Correct.
Oh, whoa. That's not good. That's very, I would even call it double plus ungood. 3 inches away, right? Which will be, I think I will be
Somewhere here?
dead. No, more. I will land. Okay, not quite dead. I will land just before the crates.
So we don't count the bridge. I think I can allow that.
What do you mean?
We don't count the bridge as an obstacle then.
Oh, you mean for crash purposes? We could.
I can allow that.
We can.
We could. Okay,
it will be more fun.
It will be fun. We're gonna show another mechanic. So what happened, Marcin?
So my porter got hit for 4 damage with the pitchfork. Got thrown up onto the ledge, blasted through the bridge, and tumbled up the ridge, dealing
2 stories.
Yeah, 2 stories. So 1 for the bridge and 2 for the stories, which means my porter is without mustache. They have been shaved and run away in shame. No, run away! Bam.
Yeah, and as you've seen, the miniature crashing, doing the involuntary movement is moving horizontally and upwards. So this is the rule in Guns and Gonzos. You kind of go up directly and up when being moved involuntarily.
No,
right.
This also means something for my other miniatures. This basically means that a special catch-up mechanic activates called hubris. So basically my 2 leftover guys, they want to avenge their fallen comrade and get 1 extra activation each. So instead of just having 2...
1 extra action per activation.
Sorry, 1 extra action each. So instead of 2 actions, they have 3 actions within their 1 activation.
Until the end of the game. Exactly. Hybris means pride in Old Greek.
Hubris is also an English word.
Correct. They took lots of Greek words. It's like, I'm not going to do this, watch me. Witness me.
Witness me. That's essentially a witness me moment. Exactly.
So this is the end of my porter's activation. Let's see what's going to happen now. This flip is going to be player 1 porter, which unfortunately is a skeleton that just got eliminated. So we're removing this card from the game for now. And now another one.
Oh, this is also...
This card also should not be here. And there's an apprentice of Marcin under the effect of hybris. So miniature with 3 actions.
3 actions. What does my apprentice has? Oh, my apprentice has a pistol. Pistols are fun. They have 9 inches range and are blasting. Basically, blasting means you can keep shooting as long as you are in range.
And ranges in Guns and Gonzos are always calculated horizontally. So you don't worry about making them at an angle. So this goblin is in range and also in cover. So we could also showcase cover.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing a more optimized blasting scenario, but I mean, I could show cover. Nah, cover is.
I mean, it's boring. But optimizing is also boring.
No, I want to show. I want to show how blasting can work.
Okay.
So I will move my apprentice to about here.
Do you want to jump?
Yes, I want to jump down. So basically, instead of climbing down, which would take 2 inches of my movement, I'm jumping down, which makes me take 2 or 1 crush damage.
Yeah, Charlie. My cat joined the game. Yeah, so Marcin jumped down from 1 story. As you see, jumping in Guns and Gonzos is basically you jump in a straight line and then crash down. That's how it works.
So I will take 1 damage. Okay. And I still have two actions with my activation.
Correct.
So I will start blasting with my pistols. At your... Who is it? Is it your apprentice?
My apprentice.
Your apprentice.
Yeah.
Look at this cutie pie.
Yeah.
So my apprentice is going to shoot at your apprentice. As we did before, two dice. One for the recoil, one for for the shooting.
How much do you need on the shooting roll?
6.
Okay.
Because of +2.
The +2. Yeah. Right. So what happened here?
So first of all, I missed because of the 2, but I also didn't recoil, which is nice.
Right.
Now I get to blast, which means as long as I'm still within the my range, I can keep shooting. Basically,
at the same model.
At the same model, yeah, exactly. Only at the +2 recoil penalty. So basically, it gets more and more likely that I blast off into space.
Into the big recoil, right?
Into the big recoil, exactly. So yeah, I roll again. Oh, it's getting interesting. 5, so I'm still missing.
But still no recoil.
Still no recoil because 8 + 2 means 10. So 10 is still no recoil.
And by the way, you may blast. You don't have to.
Yes.
And you can always stop.
Yes.
But who stops?
No. Where's fun in that?
Yeah. So that +4.
Oh my god.
So not only you missed, but also 7 + 4 is 11. So you suffer big recoil. So show us, Marcin. How does this look like?
Three tries and I didn't manage to hit you once. That's very nice. Yeah, big recoil. Big recoil means 6 inches back.
Directly away.
Yeah, directly away from where you've been shooting at.
Oh,
oh my god.
Interesting. Does it take you on top of the building? No way.
No, just in front.
All right, yeah.
And we said the bridge counts as a crushing object.
Yeah.
So I get 1 crush for the breach and 1 crush for the elevation.
Can you still see me though?
That's the question.
Because you can keep on shooting.
Let me deal myself 2 damage. And let's see if I can still see you.
Hard to say.
Well,
probably not.
I think I can see your head. But here's a nice occasion to talk about line of sight. We basically just count the core of the miniature, and we define the core as your basically your torso and your head. So any large huts, your legs, your limbs, any weapons that you carry, you can't aim at that. You can only aim at the head or the torso. So with my apprentice, basically only seeing your head, I can't shoot at you.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah. So you were like blasting at me and blasting and
yeah, basically blasting at point blank range and didn't hit anything.
It's like Matrix moves.
Oh, you could have.
Okay.
No, and I still have my
second. No, you moved, right? So. Yes, you have 3 because you hybris, right? So
because of the hybris, I have my 3rd action, so I will move near to the barrel. Yeah, well, stay put.
All right. So that is the end of your activation and also end of round 1.
Yes. So
let's move to round 2.
The game would take place over 4 rounds. And after the end of the round, you take your initiative deck, shuffle it, and basically start over.
So let's do this then.
No, I think,
no?
To be honest, I feel my cough is getting worse and worse. So I think it would be good to stop where we are.
Well, let's call it a day then.
Yeah.
And health is more important than any game.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that we managed to do this today, even despite weird tabletop simulator and technical problems.
Yeah. And despite a little black plague sticking to me, I was thinking about skipping on today, but no.
Right, take care of yourself. I think next time I would say we can always skip, we can always reschedule. Let's not worry about it too much. There's always time for games. Yeah, okay, then thank you very much, Marcin.
Thank you very much, Mirek. That was a very short primer to our game. Not really a playtest as such, to be honest. There was more like explaining of the rules. But I think in the coming days we can go a little bit faster.
Sure, and just to make it crystal clear, like Marcin losing 1 miniatures completely doesn't mean he's out of the game. As you see, there's like catch-up mechanic. So this game is in no way decided. And who knows what would have happened on this battlefield. With that said, let's stop the stream and say bye-bye. Bye-bye and stop the stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye.